Hey everyone, and welcome to my Labrynth deck profile, Diamond deck, post Spright. So Sprights just came out this month. This is totally my first time recording this video. Yeah, totally not take 9 or anything, that is the wrong one. This one. So this was the deck I used to get to Diamond this season. Hope the volume isn't too loud. But yeah, just gonna go over every card real quick. Yeah, the climb. Well, now that Sprite's out, Labrynth is actually stronger than it used to be, believe it or not, because Labrynth has a better matchup against Spright than it did against, say, Mathmech or Branded. So that is really good, for me at least. But yes, Spright is out. And for those of you who are watching this video a little bit into the future, this is actually the pre-nerfed version of Spright, Runick Spright at least, which is the #1 deck in the game right now. So this is actually where it's the strongest. Some of the Runick cards are going to get nerfed in a little bit, thanks God, but they're not nerfing any of the strong ones. But yeah, some tech choices. One of each virus this go around. I think I might bump one of these up so I can TrapTrix into the virus. But yeah, one of each. This destroys pretty much every, I think it is every Spright card, at least the one you can special summon and normal summon the non-extra deck monsters, and pretty much every hand trap, so it's really good against Spright. This has always been really good against Runick, and you can set these off Lord of the Heavenly Prison. If you're looking for a really in-depth breakdown, I might do that later, but this is more me just running through it. As far as Ice Dragon's Prison, I'm not sure if this will stay in. This was originally evenly matched, but I took it out because a lot of the times, unless you're going like, evenly matched either wins you the game or does nothing. And usually it was just doing nothing for me, and I was getting really pissed off seeing it. If you're like me, you didn't know who this card was till recently. This is pretty much Poor Man's Solemn Strike. Came out in this set. Really good. I never used the second ability, but the first one's good enough. Just negate the activation if you do destroy the opponent's monster with activated effect. So really good for breaking boards. So, you know, the example I always like to use, they summon something, you torrential, they try to use a monster gate, you use this, and then, like, their board's cleared. So it's pretty good. So my entire extra deck revolves around this card, Dogmatic Punishment. Dogmatic Punishment is you send a card from your extra deck to the grave, and then you destroy opponent's monster with the same or lower attack. So you can send Entis, which is great, gets an extra pop. This guy, you can banish him from the grave on your turn. He'll pop a monster. This shuffles a card into the deck if it's sent to the extra deck. And the big bodies are just sent to the grave, I'm sorry. And the bigger bodies are just for the bigger monsters. So, then I do have a XYZ deck, like, section more optimized. In my last video, if you recall, it was pretty much just random. So the logic behind this is, if you get to Ariana, you can go into this guy, overlay on top, go to this guy who can attack directly, then you go into your Zeus and you clear their field. That never once ever came up. I think I've literally used Nightmare Phoenix once, and that was to, like, get myself out of Tikaboo so I get Lovely on the field. Only one Lovely, because she's kind of a brick. None of the furniture, because look this up, Labyrinth. It's spelled weirdly, so I always get paranoid I'll misspell it. None of the furniture, they helped me a lot out when, like, I was first climbing from gold to diamond, but you can't use it. The higher you get up in the game, the more unfair it gets, and you can't just be running cards like this, because you're gonna, let's say you use the Chandelier's effect. You send the Chandelier to the grave, send one other card, you set a Welcome Labyrinth, that's probably gonna get negated. Like, you pretty much just went -3. Like, it's not worth running, in my opinion. This entire bottom row and Solemn Strike is to help go in second, and you need cards of like this to even stand a chance. The furniture is not one of those cards. Imperial Iron Wall is really good this format because Runick Spright's the strongest deck, and for those of you who don't understand how strong Runick Spright is, Master Duel Meta has like a little ranking system for the deck's power levels. I think Runick was a 4, Branded Despia was around a 9 and 8, Mathmech was about like a 13. Runick Spright is like a 30. Like, it's absurd how strong the deck is. But if I was gonna change something, obviously add another Entis. I would probably add another TrapTrix, take out Ice Dragon's Prison, get another one of these. That would probably be my changes to the deck. But unfortunately, I'm too poor for this. Do not have you yet. Oh, I meant to take out a card. And I already removed Ice Dragon's Prison. But with that, I'll get to the replays. And I will have a link to this to Master Duel Meta. So, replay time. Okay, not nearly as many replays this time as last time. I think last time I had twice as many replays. And that's because I kind of started saving them late. I wasn't able to play a whole lot. And if you don't save a replay, like, a bit before... If you don't save a replay within, like, a day or two, it just goes away. And I weren't too many exciting replays. But, yeah, I guess I'll start at the top this time. So I'm going to confirm an opponent's deck. He seems to be playing... I don't know. What is this? Oh, is this Mathematic? TrapTrix? Okay, he's playing TrapTrix, a deck that I would be interested in trying. Has the bane of my existence. Okay, TrapTrix. I've never actually played TrapTrix, but he was at Plat 1, so he was about to get into Diamond. So this is one of the later games I played. I do have a lot of Runick Spright matchups, and I should have timestamps in this video, so hopefully that'll help. But gonna speed this up. But yeah, getting TrapTrix to Plat 1 is kind of insane. I kind of wanted to make the deck for memes, but I definitely would not have been able to climb this high with it. So I'm going to use Ari, get the field spell because I already had Welcome set. Activate Lord so we can't damage my back row. Very solid hand. Very solid hand. They're going to summon TrapTrix. I'm going to go ahead and get Lovely off, get a pop. Here comes Lovely. Target his monster. Pop that. Chain Hole. So TrapTrix revolves around hole type cards, which I think is pretty cool. Gonna pop a card in his hand. Gonna activate Ari's ability. Ari drew me another Lord of the Heavenly Prison. Lovely popped Gravedigger's Trap Hole. Yeah, TrapTrix looks like a really fun deck to just mess around in solo mode. So I might build it. I won't build the whole Try Hard extra deck, but it looks really fun. Okay, I'm gonna flip over my Tikaboo, get Lord. Lord's gonna set Eradicator. Epidemic Virus will destroy all his trap cards, and that, yeah. That basically would have won the game. So you can see Lord setting the virus cards. So even though we can't TrapTrix into them, it's still very easy for us to see them if we need to. Confirm, wait, Runick. I don't think we watch all the turns, so I know this says it's a lot of turns. I think I remember this. This was pretty funny. So here's the thing. Pure Runick actually scared me more than Runick Spright. Because the only way you can stop Pure Runick, I shouldn't say the only way, but the main way I do is to use a virus card, and I can't TrapTrix into it. And even though you can use Lord to set, I have one copy of Eradicate Epidemic Virus. So if they, like, banish it, I'm kind of screwed, which is why I don't love having Eradicator at 1. So yeah, Runick did just get hit, which inadvertently hit Runick Spright, so this is down to 1. Flashing Fire, Destruction, and Slumber all went to 2, which are cards Runick Spright loves a lot. But yeah, get it. I've also seen Labrynth decks running Card of Demise, which I thought was interesting. But it has anti-synergy with Lord of the Heavenly Prism, so you kind of have to pick which one you want. So, play. Yeah, this match is pretty funny, which you'll see. I'm not going to watch the whole thing, but we're going to watch enough so you get the gist of what pretty much happens here. Okay, we are back here. So who's going first? Because you always want to go second against Runick, Pure Runick. Okay, I'm going first, which is actually bad against Pure Runick. Just going to set everything and hope they don't have Harpy's Feather Duster, which you have to do a lot these times in this deck. Get questions like, what if they Feather Dust you? Hopefully you have Lord, and if you don't have Lord, you lose. That's like, sometimes you can play through it, but most of the times you can't. So they're going to activate Pot of Desires here, which banishes 10 cards from the top of their deck, so they can draw 2. So he gets his 2, activates his Runick Tip, The thing with Runick now, because you see Runick and you think they're Spright, so I don't like immediately like turbo the out to Runick like I sometimes would, just because I'm not sure like what they are. So he's gonna activate his fountain, Runick Slumber, special summon the Hugin, I'm assuming. Yeah, Hugin, don't know how to pronounce it. He's gonna discard a card. He's gonna activate the fountain. Yeah, playing the Spright version of Runick and just being able to draw 3 cards is so absurd. So I'm gonna activate Terrors of the Overroot to send his field spell so he doesn't get a draw. Set Goes in Match because it does nothing to me, which is why I run Goes in Match. Hell, I have Goes in Match face down. Oh no, that's Rivalry. I'm sorry. Still, Rivalry. Yeah, Rivalry actually does kind of hurt me because I do have Lord, but I don't have Lord now. So he played another Runick field spell. I got Ariana for some reason. I could have used the TrapTrix and gone into Eradicator, so that kind of confuses me, to be honest. Did I not think of that? I guess it wasn't this. No. Wait, yeah, I could have definitely, because I got Ariana off Welcome Labrynth, right? And my Lovely isn't banished, is. Oh, he banished my Lovely. Oh, I remember that. He banished my Lovely and my Eradicator. So again, this is why wanting 1 copy of Eradicator, I can't get into Eradicator, and where running 1 copy of Lovely is a downside, it got banished. But now that, now there's definitely no excuse. I was gonna say, now that Runick isn't as prevalent, I felt more comfortable dropping it down to 2, but you can still just get your 1 copy of Lovely banished. But I think it's worth it for the, because having a Lovely in your hand feels so bad. Having 2 is basically a death sentence. And even though I don't normally get 2, it was enough that I cut it down to 1. But that's why I went into Ariana. So I'm going to use Entis, attempt to pop the field spell. I do, which is good. So I think I'm at this point in the game I was playing, I was debating about scooping because both my outs just went away. But then I realized that I could probably deck them out, which sounds dumb, but ooh, and Imperial Iron Wall. Yeah, I figured I could probably deck this guy out, especially after getting that, because can't banish my cards with Imperial Iron Wall, and even when he eventually draws the out, I have a lot more cards in my deck than he does. So I'm gonna just special summon Ariana for some reason. Why not, I guess. Maybe I'm trying to go into rank 4. I don't understand the logic behind that. Maybe to beta hand trap or something. But anyway, flip Imperial Iron Wall, much to his chagrin. Grab Welcome, or her, because it could be anyone. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just decked this person out by doing nothing. Which, the turn should start going by fast, because turns start just becoming draw set. Because he's going to get to the point where he can't even set anything face down. So I pass. And he needs to get an out to Imperial Iron Wall, which he just kind of doesn't get. And he has his 4 set. He grabs more cards. Uses Duality. And even most of the times the spell and trap removal Runick has is like Cosmic Cyclone. So I was really scared because I saw Lava Golem and I was like, oh, he might kill me by burn damage. But it doesn't grab it. Summons this guy. I use Goes in Match because I don't want him to go into Lava Golem. Use Earth. And now he just completely locked out his back row. So now I was like, well, if he doesn't get anything, he can't even play it. Because he can't, assuming most of these are Runick face down cards, right? He can't activate them because, like, Imperial Iron Wall. Even if he did have something, I figured it would probably, like, it would either be a Floodgate like this, or it would be something that required interaction. So I was like, well, he can't play cards, so I'm going to just keep passing. And after I pass to him, he draws. And he just passes it back to me. And yeah, this is how this dude lost. I'm gonna spare you from it because he just scooped after this, but yeah, a lot of times with Runick, you can just deck him out if you play smartly. Not even playing smart, if you just play conservatively and you understand that they need you to interact for them to do anything, you can just win. So this is 2 turns, which is very interesting. Confirm opponent's deck. Hey, it's our friend Runick Spright. 42 cards, which is odd. I guess they put in 2 lava golem. So this is, let's see. I don't know why this is here. I would take this out. Ooh, look at that max C. But yeah, this is what's been terrorizing the game currently. You want to see what a power level of 30 looks like. Only 2 turns, so this is probably a good example of why I think Runick Spright's easier. Like, this format in general is just easier for Labrynth. We are back. Okay, so this is a pretty cracked hand, in my opinion. I always just assume Extra is going to get ashed. Not even for, like, anything, like, for no tactical reason, just saving myself the emotional damage. So when it doesn't get ashed, I'm very, I'm very happy. So Extravagance into Duality, which is the most consistency this deck can really get. Yeah, nothing there either. So this, it's usually a bad sign if neither one of my pots get in. No interruptions at all. So I'm gonna just grab the field spell because I already have a welcome. Gonna just set 4 here. Activate Lord. I was facing a Numeron player in Plat 1. And I went first, and I had Lord. I had like 4 set cards. I had like the works, like Torrential Tribute. They were not winning. And I knew I suspected they were Numeron because they let me go first, but I forgot to activate Lord. So they destroyed my back row and killed me. So don't be like me. So they're trying to banish. They're trying to destroy my spell and trap. So because of that, I activated Welcome. That way I can get Lovely off. What? Oh, they banished Solemn Strike. Don't appreciate that. Oh, they've banished a couple cards. Hold on. When did they? Oh, that was me. I was about to say, when they do all that nonsense. But I do get a Lovely on field. Using Lovely, I pop Ariana. So using the field spell, I pop Ariana. I'm sorry. So I can use Lovely's ability. They use Freezing Curses, because of course they do. Oh my goodness. Like, I actually use a Skill Drain. And the reason I do this is because you can't negate a monster whose effect is already negated, and I don't want them to banish more cards from the top of my deck, because I want to use Lord to set a virus card of my choice, because right now they haven't revealed any Spright cards, so I don't know what they are. And again, those viruses just ruin this, and I'm probably suspecting they're just Pure Runick at this point, because this dude just opened such a silly hand. And there he goes. Okay. She goes. They're going to try to draw 3 cards. I'm probably going to activate Terror of the Overroot down here. I am, because fuck you. And, oh, and yeah, he left. So, well, I love Lolies. What a username. Well, that was kind of a bad example of placing Runick Spright. It was basically just Runick. Hopefully this is... Ooh, the LiveTwin variants. This is the other resident degenerate Spright deck. What they do is they pop Scythe? I can't speak English. But yeah, they just lock out of your extra deck. So yeah, LiveTwins are also just all 1-card starter combos. 3 Dark Ruler no more. That's pretty cool. Oh, aren't you just sparkly? And that's probably why they're playing this deck. So, getting to a... LiveTwin, the Spright LiveTwin, I'm sorry. Play. Hey, we're here. This is probably going to be a much shorter video than last time, just because there aren't as many duels. Okay, Duality. Uno, dos, tres, TrapTrix. Love to see it. I'm gonna grab Skill Drain though, because I'm an evil man. I don't know why I did that. I remember doing that and just being mad at myself, because it tells them what deck you're playing, I can't do anything with it. It's just, I guess maybe I can set welcome, but that really annoyed me. Because even if I set welcome, I'm gonna activate on my turn anyway, so I could have just placed it. Anyway, I'm gonna do Tikaboo, which probably doesn't do much here. I guess it maybe stops Spright, because Cyberse, Aqua, Thunder, like, it did basically nothing. But I do have this guy. Your skill has been drained. I guess I have to activate Lord here now because I don't have any other card to flip up. I doubt they're going to let me resolve that. What? Oh, what was I about to say? I was going to go into this guy, but he can't do anything because skill drain. Yeah, good job. And that actually stopped them. Okay. So, I feel like I haven't resolved Deck Devastation Virus that much. But I will do it here. Goodbye! I will call... Well, I don't call anything. It's Deck Devastation Virus. He has spells in his hand, which I don't appreciate. I will activate Lord. The reason I didn't, I mean, I don't know if it shows you. The cards are revealed. Did he have Called by the Grave in his hand? You'll be able to check. You can just go by it, but I think I remember him having Called by the Grave in his hand, and I figured if I used Lord's ability, he would just Called by the Lord in my grave. So I figured might as well just special summon him now and attack. Place another Tikaboo on the field because why not? TrapTrix, and yeah, they just leave. Sled gates are kind of unfair, but you know what else is unfair? Drawing 3 cards a fucking turn with your fountain. So I think we're fine. 11 turns. Pure Spright. I rather like Pure Spright. Play. We are back. So, for those who don't know, the way a Spright works is that as long as there's a level 2 on the field, they can all just special summon themselves because balanced gameplay. So, the way you stop them is you destroy their entire field, which a card like a Torrential. So because of that, I actually almost took out Compulsory Evacuation Device because it was just a one-of, and I was like, that's not going to do anything against Spright, who can just keep special summoning themselves, but it was pretty useful. So this guy's going to basically get full combo. I'm not too sure what the waiting for was there, but they're going to go into Gigantic. Gigantic's usually an okay Ash target. Usually they, this person did an interesting combo. So usually they go into Gigantic first, because his ability, or its ability, prevents Nibiru. But this person summoned it in kind of late. So if you play Spright, don't do that. But if you do that, you don't die to an Ash Blossom. Not that Spright dies to an Ash Blossom, but you can slow them down pretty well if the first thing they do is a turbo out Gigantic Spright and you Ash. Or really, a lot of things work, because you can use a Ghost Ogre, you can Imperm, the world's your oyster. So this is looking kind of bad. They have a Monster Negate, Spell Trap Negate, they have IP, and obviously Elf, who can revive a Spright monster once per... It's not even a Spright monster, it's a level 2 once per turn. Like, who? What? Like, what is this? So I go straight to battle phase. The reason I do that, sometimes they panic because they think I have evenly, but I guess they had a carrot, so it didn't even matter. So they're unfazed. When we activate a duality, they're going to use carrot, which, okay. What an absurd deck. I'm gonna negate my duality. I'm just gonna put some cards face down. How do I win this? Even now. Well, I guess... Oh no. So here's how you win it. You have a Torrential, and you have Solid Strike. So you're just gonna clear their board when they summon something. So, he's gonna... Whoa. What am I doing here? I guess I'm probably trying to bait the carrot negate. So there goes Carrot negating things. That was a odd choice of card order. So there goes Carrot. Unfortunately, they will. They're gonna get Jet, right? Yeah. Oh, ooh. Never mind. That was slick. So I was wondering why I didn't try to do something about Jet, because when Jet lands face up, they're gonna search a card, a spell trap. They're gonna get Spright Starter. They're gonna pop off. But Terrors of the Overroot sets Jet instead of special summoning it, so they don't get a search. So never mind. That was. How come no torrential? Unfortunate. Well, I guess I'll get him now. When this card is summoned, you can summon with the. Well, unfortunately, they still send a card to their grave, but can Ronin Totem do much if he's the only frog in the grave? So, I survived. That's good. And I also have the field spell, but no fiends in my grave. So now it's just top deck city. And I have Gozen Match, which obliterates Spright. Because again, most of their monsters are different attributes. He just draws and pass, which I guess mean kind of hard to look down on drawing and passing when I just like set a card and pass. Set pass. So this is actually a good situation if you're a trap deck, because keep in mind the best like full combo for a trap deck set 5 pass. So our individual cards do more than our individual cards do more than their individual cards. Also, hilarious. They summoned Effect Veiler. I'm assuming trying to link off or do something. He got something planned, but since I flew to Gozen, he's locked into light monsters, which let's see how many sprites were light monsters, okay? Spright Jet, Dark, okay. Spright Elf, Fire, Fire? That's not good. I think is the attribute Fire? It is. We got Spright Carrot, Fire. Fire again, okay. Dark again. Ooh, no, no light monsters. That's unfortunate. Have I not had it sped up this whole time? There's no way. So I'm gonna set Tikaboo, and now I'm getting to the point where I don't want to set any other cards because I don't want to lock myself. So he's gonna put Effect Failure Defense. So this they really done goofed by setting that Effect Veiler, and I get the perfect card, which will probably get ashed because, you know, decks like Spright have nothing but hand traps because they can pop off with so little. But, ooh, another nifty play. This low-key, I'm kind of popping off, doing some Galaxy Brain plays here. So I said Ariana. Ariana activates ability. They imperm. I change Torrential because Torrential's gonna destroy Ariana, get her off the field, and then since she's no longer face up on the field, her ability is gonna activate. Technique. So get a Welcome Labrynth, activate the field spell, set Welcome face down. This might be scoop season. They might just be scooping here. They draw. Main phase. Summon Spright Blue. Spright Blue's ability didn't activate? Oh, because it wasn't even special summoned. Spright Blue's ability only activated if it's special summoned. That was a normal summon. Gonna pop it with the field spell. Field spell triggers Lovely. Lovely gets the card in hand. The card in hand was Triple Tactics, and they scoop. So, yeah, I think that'll actually do it for this video. I don't think the last replay is very good or entertaining. But yes, shorter video than last time, but Labrynth is pretty good with the matchup against Spright. That's all versions of it right now. So next time, hopefully I'll have more time to play. I'll have more replays. But yeah, that'll be it. So thanks for watching, I guess. Second time's the charm. Diamond again. So I'll have a list in Master Duel Meta probably in a little bit here. I just wanted to get the video done first so I could link it under it. And with that, if there are no timestamps, come back later. There might be, but other than that, yeah, thanks for listening to me talk to you for 30-ish minutes. totally was the first time I did this. And yeah, have a good day, I guess.